Hey everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Ethan. For those of you who do know me, I'm still Ethan. Now, as I'm sure you might have gathered from the title of this video, I'm not going to be quoting David Goggins. I'm very aware of David Goggins, who he is, all of his accomplishments, so on and so forth. However, this is not one of those channels where I'm gonna try to, be a man, blah, 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 embrace the suck. But what I will say is that there is some truth to acknowledging the fact that life is going to suck, and so it's better to move through life just accepting that fact. If nothing else, then at least in a way to just kind of acknowledge that life is gonna suck, but the parts of life that suck are what make life so worthwhile in the end. Are they not? Like, you can't have as much fun at a concert until you've acknowledged the fact that your life before that concert probably wasn't as exciting as that concert is. Or going to Disney. Acknowledging the fact that your life before that trip to Disney probably was not the most fun. We all lead particularly mundane lives, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be so draining in nature. We don't have to allow it to affect us so deeply as to prevent us from finding contentment within ourselves and the mundaneness of our lives. You can still love life despite it not being the best. And I feel as though that's what everyone really should be aiming for in the end, because you're only going to get so far striving for something not mundane. And 9 times out of 10, in order to achieve a life that isn't mundane, you're probably going to have to make sacrifices in areas that are going to 9 times out of 10 lead to some other form of, a lack of fulfillment or displeasure. Everything's a give and take. Just because you've achieved one thing in one area, or you've fully realized some form of success in one area, does not mean it's going to automatically remove anything else that may be going on, or any trade-offs that may come along with the achievement of that success in that factor. Sorry, I'm still a little stuffy. But again, it doesn't have to be the end of the world. Even if that is the route that you decide to take, that in and of itself doesn't have to be the end of the world either. You can still acknowledge, like, hey, it still kind of sucks a little bit, but you can still love life. And you can still love the thing that you've achieved, because it's still an achievement nonetheless, regardless of what you had to sacrifice in order to make that achievement happen, and however lacking you still may feel despite having achieved said achievement. I've used the word achievement so many times just now, that's kind of gross. Gosh, man, I gotta start reading books again. I feel like my vocabulary has begun to diminish significantly. It's pretty sad. And I don't like using the same words over and over again. It gets kind of trite after a while. But who am I to judge my own vocabulary? Myself, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, start trying to be grateful for the things that you do have. Start trying to be grateful for the things that you're on the road to having. Acknowledge the fact that, it was one in like a bajillion chances that you would even be born, and yet you were. You were born, and here you are. This almost biological anomaly. Out of all the people that ever have been and ever could be born, you were born, and you're here, right now. And dare I say, despite all of the shortcomings of the era in which we live, dare I say, it's still potentially one of the greater eras to exist in out of all the eras that have existed so far. Because, like, as far as I can tell, inclusivity and, progression seems to be at a pretty all-time high comparatively, as are our industrial and technological advancements. Those are things to be grateful for in and of themselves. Like, we're surviving way beyond what originally was even allowed of our species, just due to our advancements in, health, science, and medical technology. It's kind of crazy. And hygiene. Hygiene too. Our advancements in hygiene. Because let's be real, that's another big thing. But yeah, I digress. We've come so far. And this is such a great period to live in. Like, we have things like Dua Lipa. I don't know. Tyla. Ariana Grande. I don't know. Like, you watch shows like The Boys and The Bear. The CGI is going crazy in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like, we got Gambit. Come on, man. It's going crazy. This is a crazy time period to live in. Like, you show any of this stuff to someone from medieval Europe, I guarantee you their head is exploding. It's not feasible to them or comprehensible. It's completely irrational how incredible this time period that we exist in is. And sometimes you just kind of have to open your eyes to that fact and embrace the things that you have around you, the people that care about you, the people that you care about, so on and so forth. And realize that, yeah, life is going to suck sometimes, but I suppose in the words of Dolly Parton, if we're ending this on a good note, everybody wants happiness, nobody wants pain, but you can't have a rainbow without a little rain. And yeah, I suppose for now that is it. So, as always, if no one told you today, you are beautiful, you are handsome, maybe you're a little sexy too. I love you. I'm proud of you. You got this. Keep going. Ooh. I'm hitting this nasty turn. I'm whipping it right now. But yeah. Keep going. As always, if you're feeling any kind of way, whether negative, positive, angry, anxious, depressed, happy, you got some news you want to share, doesn't matter what the cause is, feel free to reach out to me through any of the various social media links in my description below. I will always get back to you 24/7, 365, because you are not alone. And I feel like at this point you should understand that you are never alone. Not on this channel, not in this community. So, yeah. Until next time, Ethan, signing off. Peace.